coworker said his hands slipped every time he touched me. Then I found another woman with the same story, and security had 2 months of footage. I started in marketing 18 months ago. Within my first week, Terrence found reasons to visit my desk constantly, questions about projects I wasn't assigned to, requests for files he could have emailed for, always standing just a little too close. The touching started around month 2. A hand on my lower back as he squeezed past in the break room, fingers brushing my shoulder while reviewing documents, his palm resting on my knee during a team meeting, withdrawn quickly with a casual, "Sorry, thought that was the armrest." Every single time he had an excuse. Tight spaces, reaching for something, lost his balance, friendly gesture. I started avoiding him, changed my lunch schedule, took different routes through the office, sat in chairs against walls during meetings so nobody could stand behind me. It didn't matter. He found ways. One afternoon, he cornered me in the supply closet, blocking the doorway while asking about printer paper. His hand grazed my hip twice before I pushed past him. I went straight to HR. The HR manager, Patricia, listened politely, then explained that Terrence had an excellent track record, and these sounded like misunderstandings in a close working environment. She suggested I might be misreading friendly workplace culture, and recommended I communicate my boundaries more clearly. I left feeling like I was the problem. That night, I was scrolling through old company newsletters when I noticed a name I didn't recognize. Mira Santos, former administrative assistant. She'd left abruptly about a year before I started. Nobody talked about why. I found her on LinkedIn and sent a message. Long shot, but something told me to try. She responded within hours. Her story was identical to mine. Same patterns, same excuses, same dismissal from HR when she reported it. Mira had endured it for 8 months before finally quitting. She said she couldn't take walking into that building anymore, knowing nobody would protect her. "I felt like I was going crazy," she wrote. "Everyone loved him. I thought maybe I was the problem." Hearing that broke something open in me, and made me furious. I wasn't going to let him run me out like he did Mira. I was going to build an actual case. I started documenting everything obsessively. Dates, times, locations, exact descriptions of each incident. Then I remembered something. Our office had upgraded its security system recently. Cameras everywhere except bathrooms. I didn't know how long footage was stored, but it was worth checking. I submitted a formal written complaint to HR, this time requesting security footage review for specific dates and times I'd logged over the past 2 months. Patricia seemed annoyed but couldn't refuse a documented request. 3 days later, I got called into a meeting with Patricia, her supervisor, and the company's legal counsel. Apparently when they started pulling footage, they found exactly what I described. Terrence on camera positioning himself behind me in narrow spaces. Terrence engineering physical contact that looked accidental unless you watched him set it up. The supply closet incident captured his hand perfectly, clearly intentional. 2 months of evidence. My documentation matches the footage exactly. Mira's written statement corroborating identical behavior patterns from the previous year. A paper trail showing HR had dismissed both our complaints without proper investigation. Terrence was called into that same conference room the following Monday. I wasn't there, but a friend said his face went completely gray when they started playing the footage. He tried the usual excuses. Friendly guy. Misinterpreted. Close quarters. The lawyer asked why a friendly guy had 2 separate complaints from 2 different women describing identical behavior, one of whom left the company entirely, both dismissed without investigation. Terrence started crying. Actually crying. Begging them to understand he never meant any harm. He was just affectionate. He couldn't lose his job over hugs and misunderstandings. He was terminated that afternoon. Security escorted him out with a box of his belongings while half the office watched. But it didn't end there. The company's legal team advised settling with both Mira and me quietly to avoid a lawsuit. We each received a significant settlement and a formal apology letter. Patricia from HR was reassigned after an internal review found she had dismissed both complaints without following proper procedures. The company implemented mandatory bystander training and created an anonymous reporting system. Terrence discovered that getting fired for harassment makes job hunting difficult. Last I heard, he was working at his brother-in-law's car dealership 2 towns over. I still work here. Sometimes I walk past the supply closet and just shake my head. The friendly guy wasn't so friendly after all. It only took 2 women and 2 months of security footage to prove what HR refused to see for years.